TheJbeans.net.
The Majestic Princess offers a wide variety of dining, entertainment, and other onboard venues to explore. In this video, we'll walk through all of the public decks to give you a closer look at everything there was to see and do during our cruise in August 2025. Just a quick note that if you enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up or leave a comment. It really helps our channel. And consider subscribing so you get alerted when we add new videos. Starting with a quick overview of Deck 5, the Lotus Spa was located near the forward elevators on the Majestic Princess. The Piazza featured a couple of bars and the 24-hour International Cafe. And the complimentary Symphony Dining Room was located just past the midship elevators. Going back to the front of Deck 5 for a more detailed walkthrough, the Lotus Spa offered many services, including massages, various therapies, a beauty salon, and more. Next was guest services and the Shore Excursions Desk, which were located in the same area. Nearby, Sabatini's was a specialty Italian restaurant with an upscale atmosphere that featured a menu of pastas, seafood, and other regional dishes for an extra charge. Next was the ship's atrium, which was called the Piazza. On the port side, or left side, was Good Spirits at Sea and the International Cafe. The cafe was a 24-hour venue that offered a variety of complimentary snacks, along with specialty coffee for an additional charge. On the starboard side, or right side, was O'Malley's Irish Pub. The confectionery, which sold a variety of candies and packaged snacks. And the Effie Jewelry Lounge, which featured a selection of jewelry and accessories. Just past the Piazza, the Future Cruise office was located on the starboard side of the ship. The Symphony Dining Room was located just past the midship elevators. The venue was one of the ship's 3 main dining rooms and offered a rotating dinner menu with a variety of complimentary dishes. Moving up for a quick overview of Deck 6, the Grand Casino was located just past the forward elevators. The Piazza was home to Bellini's Bar and the Alfredo's Pizzeria specialty restaurant, and the complimentary Concerto Dining Room was located just past the midship elevators. Going back to the front of Deck 6 for a more detailed walkthrough, the lower level of the Princess Theater was located at the very front of the Majestic Princess. The lower level had several companion seating areas available for guests using wheelchairs or other mobility devices. Next to the forward elevators, the Captain's Arcade was located on the port side, or left side, of the ship. The arcade had several games available for an additional cost. Just past the elevators, the Grand Casino had a wide variety of slot machines and table games available. And the casino-themed Double Down Bar was located directly next to the casino. Continuing to the atrium area, Bellini's Bar was situated in the center of the space, with seating available at both the bar and along the port side of the ship. The ship's fine art gallery was also located on the port side, just past the bar's seating area. On the starboard side, or right side, of the atrium area, Alfredo's Pizzeria was a specialty restaurant that served made-to-order personal pizzas, along with a selection of Italian appetizers and desserts for an extra charge. The Concerto Dining Room was located just past the midship elevators. The venue was one of the ship's 3 main dining rooms and offered a rotating dinner menu with a variety of complimentary dishes. And the Allegro Dining Room, the ship's 3rd complimentary main dining room, was located at the very back of Deck 6. Because of the location of the ship's galley, the restaurant could only be accessed by using the stairs or elevators from Deck 7. Continuing up for a quick overview of Deck 7, the shops of Princess were located just past the forward elevators. The Princess Live venue was situated past the midship elevators and was home to many activities throughout the cruise. And the Vista Lounge was located at the very back of the ship. Going back to the front of Deck 7 for a more detailed walkthrough, the upper level of the Princess Theater was located at the very front of the Majestic Princess. In addition to a handful of daytime events, the theater hosted a different production show each night, with performances at 7:30 and 9:30. Continuing past the forward elevators, the shops of Princess served as the ship's primary retail space. The shops continued into the starboard side of the atrium and featured a variety of retail items, including jewelry, clothing, fragrances, and accessories, along with duty-free liquor and other tax-free goods. In the middle of the atrium, the Ocean Terrace Sushi Bar served sushi, sashimi, and other made-to-order seafood dishes for an extra charge. The Catch by Rudy was located on the port side, or left side, of the atrium. The specialty seafood restaurant offered a menu of fish and shellfish dishes crafted by award-winning chef Rudy Sodeman for an extra charge. Past the midship elevators, the port side was blocked off by the galley for the Catch by Rudy. The starboard side opened into an area called Oceanfront, with plenty of comfy seating. The Princess Live Cafe was located there and served specialty coffee and alcoholic drinks. Directly next to the cafe was the Princess Live venue, which hosted a variety of activities throughout the day, including trivia, game shows, live music, and destination presentations. Further aft the Crown Grill and Bar was a specialty steakhouse available for an extra charge, with an adjacent bar that served drinks throughout the day. Near the restaurant, the Princess Photo Gallery offered prints and digital photo packages for purchase. At the very back of the ship, the Vista Lounge was used for live entertainment and a wide range of scheduled activities throughout the cruise. Outside, some parts of the deck had chairs set up for sitting down to enjoy a quiet and relaxing view of the ocean. Continuing up, each of the stateroom decks on the Majestic Princess, from Deck 8 to Deck 15, had laundry facilities available near the aft elevators. And Deck 14 had a meeting room and a VIP lounge located in the same area. Moving up for a quick overview of Deck 16, the Lido pool area was located between the forward and midship elevators. And the World Fresh Marketplace Buffet was located between the midship and aft elevators. Going back toward the front of Deck 16 for a more detailed walkthrough, the public spaces on the Majestic Princess started just past the forward elevators, with Alfredo's Slice serving complimentary pizza on the port side, or left side, of the deck. Next door, the Fountain Pool Bar served a variety of cocktails, beer, and other drinks. And the Salty Dog Cafe served craft burgers, hot dogs, and more on the starboard side, or right side, of the deck. Nearby, the Lido pool area included 2 hot tubs, a main pool surrounded by a shallow lounging deck, a circular deck that featured occasional fountain shows, and a smaller circular pool with its own shallow lounging deck. The area had dozens of loungers available for guests, and several showers were available for rinsing off after enjoying a swim. On the port side of the pool area, the Seaview Bar served a variety of cocktails, beer, and other drinks. And a see-through walkway offered a potentially nerve-wracking view straight down to the decks below. The Sea Walk was a similar walkway on the starboard side that felt a bit more nerve-wracking since it extended out from the side of the ship, leaving a sizable gap between the walkway and the rest of the deck. The large Movies Under the Stars screen overlooked the Lido pool area and was used to show movies several times throughout the day. At the starboard corner of the pool area, near the midship elevators, Swirls offered complimentary soft-serve ice cream. Between the midship and aft elevators, the World Fresh Marketplace Buffet was open for complimentary breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The restaurant was divided into 4 main sections: the bistro, the bakery, and 2 additional areas located toward the back of the buffet. Each section featured different food selections with very little overlap between them. Just past the buffet and aft elevators, the Wakeview bar served a variety of cocktails, beer, and other drinks. The venue had shaded tables and chairs, as well as great views off the back of the ship. Continuing up for a quick overview of Deck 17, the Hollywood Conservatory and Pool Club were located at the front of the Majestic Princess. The Lido pool area was located in the midship area, and the fitness center was located toward the back of the ship. Going back to the front of Deck 17 for a more detailed walkthrough, the Hollywood Conservatory was a bright, indoor lounge available to all guests. The area had many different seating options for relaxing, including cushioned chairs, wicker loungers, and a few semi-enclosed spaces. Just past the conservatory, the Hollywood Pool Club was a covered indoor pool area that was also available to all guests. The area had plenty of loungers, a shallow lounging deck, and a couple of hot tubs. Several semi-private cabana-style spaces were available along the sides, offering a quieter place to relax. The nearby Hollywood Pool Club bar served a variety of cocktails, beer, and other drinks. The Lido pool area had many loungers available throughout the space. The area also had 2 hot tubs, one on the port side and one on the starboard side. At the very back of the Lido pool area, a fully enclosed table tennis area had 2 tables along with equipment available for playing. Toward the back of the deck, the fitness center was located on the starboard side or right side of the ship and offered a wide range of cardio machines, weight equipment, and more. Most of the fitness equipment faced large windows, providing great views while working out. The port side, or left side, was home to the ship's complimentary supervised spaces for kids and teens. The treehouse was for kids ages 3 to 7. The lodge was for kids ages 8 to 12. And the beach house was for teens ages 13 to 17. The very back of the deck had some shaded seating, as well as a few dozen loungers available. Moving up to Deck 18, there was an open area near the forward part of the Majestic Princess that provided a nice view for enjoying the scenery or overlooking the main pool area. The sports deck was located toward the back of the deck and featured an enclosed area with basketball hoops and pickleball courts. Outside the enclosure, several loungers were positioned along both the port and starboard sides of the ship. Continuing up to Deck 19, a small putting green was available near the back of the Majestic Princess. Finally, it's worth mentioning that the medical center was located at the midship elevator area on Deck 4.